Hello guys, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the recent Pokemon Direct and basically I'll just discuss what I feel about it. So recently, obviously we had the remakes of the Diamond and Pearl games and an extra game of Legends Arceus. Now I did do a reaction video to that, and if you want to see that reaction there will be a link in the description. And for those who haven't seen it, here's just a little clip of my reaction to it. They're doing it! They're doing it! So yeah, as you can see, I'm a little bit excited for these games. So initially I was a bit confused about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I honestly thought that it was going to be a Let's Go, and then it turned out that there were actual battle mechanics. So it seems to be a one-to-one remake, which is great. I'm still not sure about the chibi models, but I think I'll get used to them. Apart from the models, the overworld looks gorgeous. It looks really nice. I honestly did expect them to go down the Sword and Shield route like they did with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they took basically the same engine from X and Y and then kind of used that for those remakes. But as we see, it's kind of looking like it's more of a 3D upscale of the original games, which is okay. And from what it sounds like on the website, it's going to be a one-to-one faithful remake, which kind of makes it sound like it's going to be basically exactly the same, with maybe some minor changes for like quality of life. But I'm not too sad about that. I think the fact that we finally get our remakes after such a long time, I think I'm extremely excited for it. But there was one thing that stood out to me from that trailer, and that was the City statue. Now in the original games, we know that there was a statue that seemed to be either Dialga or Polka, depending on how you look at it. And I discussed previously in a video where this could lead to a potential fusion of Dialga or Polka, and how it could maybe lead into the remakes. So far we know that this is a apparently faithful remake, and therefore that kind of sounds like there's not going to be any massive changes like we saw in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So it makes me think that we're probably not going to get the fusion, at least in the main game. I don't know whether they'll do anything on top of that for the post game, but I could potentially see this as a link to the next game we'll talk about in the Legends Arceus game. So the Legends Arceus game, I mean, again, here's my reaction to a little bit of it. What? What? I was pretty hyped. I was not expecting that to be announced. It's a little bit different to what I may have always wanted. Like, it's not based in the Sinnoh that we know, but I think that makes it even more interesting to me, to be honest. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, they're doing something different. Like, to see a kind of like an old version of Lucas and Dawn like stroll around the Sinnoh region of old, and seeing them catch Pokemon using like what seems to be like this kind of aiming like feature, and seeing the leaks after which showed potential boss battles and like climbing up mountains. What? It's kind of like Breath of the Wild, and I wasn't expecting it, and it blew my mind. But like I said previously, I do think that there is a reason why there is a link between the remakes and the Legends Arceus game. Now, the fact that the Legends Arceus game is coming out early next year is quite surprising. I was not expecting that either. I thought if that was to be announced, it would have been way in the future. But it kind of makes me think that maybe that these Diamond Pearl remakes are going to be linked in with the Legends Arceus game, and that in itself is quite interesting. So what I think is going to happen, very briefly, I won't go into too much speculation, but I will say that the Dialga and Polka fusion statue that we see in the original games and the remakes, I think that's actually not going to be in those games properly, but reference to the Legends Arceus game, where it will be more explained fully, and I think it will kind of like delve into the lore of how the Sinnoh region was created, and I think it makes sense. Like, the Pokemon Legends Arceus game, the Legends title just sounds like a title where we would explore the Legends of the Sinnoh region. And yeah, it makes me excited, you know, as a speculator and a theory maker. It makes me excited just to see a stance taken by Pokemon to kind of expand upon the lore. And like I said, I'm extremely excited, and I think if this as well, this could be an entirely new series of main series Pokemon games, which is brilliant. Seeing like them going back to old regions and kind of like expanding upon the lore, which makes even more sense. We're about to reach 1,000 Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, and they can't do that forever. So I feel like going back to old regions where you can catch all Pokemon and expanding upon the lore, so more of the story, is brilliant. I think it's going to be amazing, and fingers crossed that when this game does release, both the Legends Arceus game and the remakes, that they are well programmed and not, you know, like Sword and Shield, where it was well programmed, but the graphics were just not that good, and we could tell that Sword and Shield was just a rushed game. So I hope they don't rush it, and there won't be any kind of backlash against it, because I think we do need some type of uplifting in the Pokemon community right now. It seems to be quite toxic. But yeah, that was just a few of my thoughts. What do you guys think? I'll be interested to see what you think about the Fusion statue and the announcement of the Remakes and Legends Arceus game. And yeah, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.